from America's heartland. And standing in is Hanley Ramirez as we are ready to get this one going. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball chop foul down the left side. The windup and the 0-1. Tapper up the line. Donaldson's got to get rid of it. Throw to first will be in time to retire Ramirez for the game's first out. So coming to the plate, Mookie Betts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Just got a piece up the line. Lester has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty B, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off. Ready on 1-2. A little bouncer. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a looper to left. Ramirez will put this one away. Digging in, Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Dip moves over. 1 out. Now batting, Carlos Correa. Here's the first pitch now from Frankie. Skied into very shallow right. Betts is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Lenny Dykstra the next to bat, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Pulled toward right center field. Dip over to his left. And that retires the side. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Bouncer down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Popped straight up. Lester will do this himself, and that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Yoenis Cespedes. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Fouled away. Lester's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1. Cespedes can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. At the plate, Francisco Lindor. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. On the ground up the middle. Oh, look at this sliding stop. Got him. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way. There to look it in his Betts, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, Cody Bellinger. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Cespedes. 2 down. Now in the box, Yoenis Cespedes. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Nope. Missed with a slider.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
3-1 to him now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And this one is gone. A home run. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. Trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And right into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Peanuts dip as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ramirez moving to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. Lester into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Throw gets him, 2 down. He's ready. Here's the first offering. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Ripped down the line. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is. So here now is the pitcher, John Lester. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
In there, a base hit. Back to the top of the order now. And here now a tough out in the person of the shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. Digging in to try it again, Lenny Dykstra. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, 0-1.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else. That pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. Dykstra makes a break from first. Heading out toward shallow right. Betts is there. And that's the third out. Standing in, Hanley Ramirez. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. Now Lester's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's Mookie Betts. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is line to left. Cespedes is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Ramirez is there, and so that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. There to take it is Ramirez, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bellinger gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hard ground ball to third. Cano for 1. On to first, and Cespedes grounds into a double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he will get him at first on a fine spin. Ready for another chance, Jose Ramirez. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
Lester into his motion. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Cespedes is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Francisco Lindor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes. Lifted in the air out to right. Conforto moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and he goes down to get the fastball as this is hit well out to deep left center field, and he is going to ride this one right out of here. Home run. Stepping in, John Lester. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second, and Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit. Here's Carlos Correa now, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Runners on the move for second. Yanked on the ground down the line, and a diving diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first, and he'll get in there safely. Lenny Dykstra the next to bat. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way. Cespedes with the catch. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great. Leading off the inning, Peanuts dip, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped him up. Sanchez has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Greinke. Adrian Beltre will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Popped him up. Here comes Cespedes, and this will land foul. Now Lester's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is there. And that ends the inning. Nolan Ryan enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And it's fouled away. Ryan, a native Texan. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and a changeup. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Now the 1-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Digging in, Yoenis Cespedes. He was a double play victim last time around. Hard hit ball to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hot shot down the line. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Now batting, Robinson Cano. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is pulled into right. Conforto is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. And that one just missed outside.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
Betts stands at second with 2 gone. Grounder down the line at third. So they do get their first hit, but they're digging in. Michael Conforto comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Michael Conforto
Popped him up. Ramirez in foul ground. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. He's a gold player who adds a potent power back to this lineup.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
High pop-up. Ramirez is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready once again, John Lester. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Cespedes. No trouble with this one, and the inning is... Now in the box, Yoenis Cespedes. Match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Donaldson into foul territory. And no one will get this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit high and deep to right center. Giving chase is Dykstra. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Peanuts dip. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Lifted in the air out to center field. Correa over to his right, and the inning is over. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Hanley Ramirez. He singled his last time up. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Dip is after it. He's there and records the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Carlos Correa, tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. Now the pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Riding in once again, Lenny Dykstra. He was a double play victim last time around. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. On to first. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Grounded down the third baseline. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And right into the shift. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there. 1 down. So here now is the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. Nelson Cruz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Nelson Cruz.
High pop-up. Donaldson over to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another chance? Hanley Ramirez. Comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. And tell us the outing.